Hello, today we're going to continue learning about acute, obtuse, and right angles. As a reminder, here are three angles. The first angle we're going to be given is a right angle. A right angle measures exactly 90 degrees. Now you may also see a right angle represented with a box in the angle measurement, just like this. That box represents that it is exactly a 90-degree angle. You might also have an acute angle. An acute angle may look just like this angle here. This angle measures less than 90 degrees. And you might also see something like this, an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle measures more than 90 degrees. We're going to use these definitions and apply it to today's activities. The first problem you might see might look like this. It's asking you which angle is obtuse. As a reminder, an obtuse angle is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees. Now, looking here, we have angle MGN, or I can call that NGM. Now, looking at this angle, it does look like this is larger than 90 degrees. And in fact, if I draw an L on here to here, this is my 90-degree angle, which by looking here, notice this ray and this part of my angle is extending much greater than that 90-degree marking I drew. And that 90-degree marking kind of helps me determine if this angle is going to be greater or less than 90 degrees. Therefore, this angle here, angle MGN, or I could have said angle NGM, is the obtuse angle. Now looking here, we have angle SAD, and notice those two rays that create this angle are very close together, forming an acute angle that's less than 90 degrees. Angle EAR, or angle RAE. This is an example of a right angle. It forms a perfect L, and notice here it has this box right where that vertex A is, and that represents that this is in fact a 90-degree angle, and you will see this box to help you figure out if it's a right angle or not when it's forming that L. That represents that it is a 90-degree angle. Now notice again, this question was asking which angle is obtuse, therefore this angle MGN is clearly our answer here. For this next problem, it's asking us again which angle is obtuse. So we're going to go through our angles given to us. Again, we have angle DHS, and I notice here I see that box. That box is representing again that we have 90 degrees, which in fact, when we have a 90-degree angle, that means it's a right angle. Now we're going further, and I see angle OMG or GMO. Now I'm going to draw this L here, showing me if it could be 90 degrees, which clearly notice the ray MG is extending much greater than that L I just drew, forming an obtuse angle. While here, if I was to draw an L as well, this is a backwards L, but notice that L is my marking point. And here, notice ray OL is much closer to BO, and it's less than this L I drew, forming an acute angle here. Now the question is asking which angle is obtuse, and certainly this angle here is greater than 90 degrees, and yes, angle OMG in fact is our answer for our obtuse angle. Now for this example here, tell whether the angles are acute, right, or obtuse. And I see here that we have a rectangle. And something special about a rectangle is it is created by 4 right angles, which means that there's 4 90-degree angles creating this rectangle. So therefore, I also see that here is that box here representing that this angle is 90 degrees, another 90-degree angle, another 90-degree angle, and another 90-degree angle. So that's telling us that all the angles here are right angles, and they just want to know, is angle ABC acute, right, or obtuse? So what I like to do here is first identify the angle that they're given to us, angle ABC. We're looking to identify this angle. So I'm going to outline angle ABC. Notice I found it in this rectangle, which is showing me here that this is definitely a right angle. And that's all you would select here. But notice I highlighted the angle that they're asking us to find and determine if it's acute, right, or obtuse. By highlighting that angle, it's easier to identify and classify that angle. Now for this next one here, I have a trapezoid. Tell whether the angles are acute, right, or obtuse. Now they're asking angle BAC here. So first let me find BAC. I find point B, and that's going to help me figure out angle B to A to C. And notice I'm highlighting where this angle is located in my trapezoid. Now this is going to make it much easier for me to help me figure out how am I going to classify this angle. Now by looking at this angle, it looks like it's much larger than my 90-degree mark. Okay, so that's telling me if it's greater than 90 degrees, it needs to be an obtuse angle. So therefore, angle BAC can be classified as an obtuse angle. Notice I first identified the angle in my trapezoid and then I classified it. We are going to do the same thing in this irregular figure. Here again, I have angle MNO and I need to classify it. So first, let me find where MNO is in this irregular figure. So now I see point M forming angle M, N to O. And notice I could have done O and M, still the same angle. So now I highlighted this angle, so now I can classify it as either acute, right, or obtuse. And in fact, I noticed that the two rays forming this angle are very close together. In fact, they're getting closer and closer, and these are very, very close to one another. And in fact, that's telling me that this angle is clearly less than 90 degrees. So if my angle is less than 90 degrees, I can classify angle MNO as an acute angle. So once I classify this as an acute angle, now I am finished with my problem. Notice again, just like the previous problems, I first identified where my angle is located in my figure. Then, once I highlighted it, it was much easier to classify it as either acute, right, or obtuse angle. During today's activities, you will be completing many problems just like this. Feel free to refer back to my video at any time located on my YouTube channel.